Hello, welcome to the Lalantia show. Today I'm coming on to talk about the top crystals for the heart chakra. So 2020 is really about opening our hearts. Really, we're talking a lot about creating the new earth, right? But we want to do this from our heart space, from a place of love. And so crystals can be very beneficial in helping us to open our heart and to connect with what we really truly want and desire that is aligned with who we really truly are. So for those of you who don't know me already, my name is Lalantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and energy healer, and I come on and do videos about spirituality, about connecting with magical beings, about crystals. I talk about oracle and tarot cards. I talk about our gifts and our abilities. And I am a channel for all kinds of different beings, including different elementals, dragons, unicorns, mermaids, fairies, all of the different magical beings, as well as spirit guides, ascended masters, gods, goddesses, galactic beings, all kinds of different energies. And I bring through their guidance, their healing, their support. And I like to do meditations in some of my videos as well, so that you can connect with the energy of whoever's coming forward, or in this case, the crystal energy. So I wanted to put together my top 5. Well, it ended up being a top 6 because there was one that I wanted to add at the end that I just feel is really important to include. So there's actually 6 crystals that I will be talking about. And these are not all of the crystals that, are great for the heart chakra, but they are ones that I work with regularly and am very familiar with. So hopefully they will be helpful for you as well. So the first crystal that I actually want to talk about is rose quartz. Rose quartz is the most common, most well-known crystal for the heart chakra. Now, rose quartz is very commonly found in South Dakota, which is the state that I am originally from. And so I grew up with rose quartz all around me. I didn't understand the significance of it. And in fact, this raw rose quartz is from South Dakota. Now, this is a fairly largish chunk of it, a little too big to carry around in your pocket, but it is great to just have in the house. And I have this one sitting on my desk. And I actually like to hold it in my hand as well. It's amazing. So you can get, like, all of these crystals you can get in, small tumbled stones that you can, keep on your body with you, which is, of course, very beneficial. My rose quartz pieces happen to be pretty large. I do have a rose quartz that is a fairly large-ish palm stone, but it's small enough I can't actually carry it with me, but I'm not sure where it is right now. So I have it in a safe place somewhere that I can't find. It's hiding. Maybe it's taking a little break. So rose quartz is kind of known as the heart chakra stone. It is, pretty easy to find. It's pretty inexpensive, especially if you live in South Dakota. You can get it really easily. You can even go and find it in South Dakota. But assuming that many or most of you are not in South Dakota, then you can go to pretty much any metaphysical store, crystal store, rock shop, and find it. So rose quartz activates the heart, and it helps to heal wounds of the heart. Any wounds of the heart, any heartache, heartbreak, anything in the heart space. It is a very gentle stone. It helps to relieve any stress or worries and fears, energies that you're holding there. But it is a gentle energy. It is of the water element, so it is a more gentle, loving. It's not so much a force of power like some of these I'm going to talk about. It is a much more gentle energy, and one that you may physically feel or you may not. Everybody interprets energy a little bit different. You may not feel it as much, but it always trusts that it is doing what it is meant to do. As with all quartz stones and most others, you want to make sure that you clear it as soon as you get your own, and make sure that it's cleared and ready to work with you. You can set intentions to work with it or ask it to just help you in clearing out any, grief or anything that's going on in your heart space. You can work with it on forgiveness. You can work on it around your worries and your fears, and it can help you to clear out some of that energy. So the second one that I want to talk about is danburite. Now, danburite is a wind element stone. And this is a clear or white one. They do have pink danburite. I don't happen to have one on me, so I wanted to show this one. So danburite is also known for the crown chakra, and danburite links the crown chakra and the heart chakra so that you're able to really bring in that energy of the divine and into your heart space, and it helps to soothe the heart. It is a soothing stone, although I will say that this is one that when it comes to feeling the physical energy, like for me, I feel physically the vibrations. Danburite is one that is pretty high vibration. Of course, going with the crown chakra, they do tend to be more that way when they're the crown chakra stones. So you may physically feel this one a little bit more than you may with the rose quartz. It doesn't mean that it's any better. It just means that it's a different vibration that you may physically feel. Some people, tend to think, well, if I can physically feel it, then it's more powerful. And it's not necessarily true. It's just the energy that it works in. It's also great for releasing stress and worry. It is a soothing energy, but for me, it's a soothing energy, but with a bit of power behind it. So if rose quartz feels like it's just needing a little bit more boost behind it, you can bring in danburite to help with that. It also is great for meditation and for being able to kind of calm the body to be able to go into meditation and kind of soothe that the busy mind. Yes, I'll say that it's a more, it can kind of calm it enough so that you're able to go into meditation. And it helps with the heart to connect with the source of love, to really feel that source of love. Now, that really goes with your connection to source or to the divine through your crown chakra and being able to feel that deeply in your heart space. So it is really wonderful for that when you want to connect more deeply with the divine, with spirit, whatever words you want to call it, with source, and feel that deep in your heart, to open up that space within your heart to feel that unconditional love deep within you. So the third crystal, and actually the third and fourth crystal that I want to talk about are actually encompassed in one crystal that I work with the most, but I do want to talk about them as two separate crystals. So the first one is malachite, and malachite is one that I really, really love for its amazing protection energy. It's very protective. It is a great one for protection. Now, I used to have malachite everywhere. I had bought malachite like in bulk and I gave it out to everyone because it is one of those stones that I just felt like everyone, not literally everyone, but a lot of people that I was coming in contact with really needed it. So I had gotten a lot of malachite and I ended up apparently giving it all away. So I didn't have anything of just a regular tumbled malachite, but I do have this piece of malachite. So malachite is actually a really, really beautiful stone. It has these beautiful swirls, and malachite in its raw form is a toxic stone, so you do want to be cautious about that. Now, malachite can also be combined with chrysocolla, which I don't know if I'm saying that correctly because it's a word that you read and you don't ever hear somebody actually say it out loud. So maybe I'm saying it wrong, but so what they call this stone is malacholla. It's a mix of malachite and chrysocolla. So this is a combination of both of those stones. Now I want to talk about malachite a little bit more before I go into chrysocolla because it's important to have them separate as well as together. So malachite itself is a more masculine energy. It's a fiery energy and it's very protective. It helps your heart to feel safe. It helps you to feel safe, to be able to be in your heart space. It can help you bring that place of comfort within you so that you can begin to open your heart, to know that you're safe to do it. It helps with your emotional balance in your heart space and to feel more balanced and not so unstable and up and down, right? It helps you to stay true to your direction and to move forward, to actually be able to take action, because you feel safer. You feel like you are safe to be able to move forward because it is so protective. It puts this bubble, I'm going to say this bubble around you to help you to feel safer. And it helps you move forward with more confidence because you do feel safe. You do feel that you're able to move forward with things and know that you are safe to do so, because it is such a protective, loving energy. Now, a lot of people who are very empathic find that malachite is an incredible stone to always have on your body, to protect you from other people's energies so that you're not taking it all on. Now, there are a lot of protective crystals, and I've done another video on them, but malachite is one of those crystals that is really great for the heart space because we often feel very guarded in our heart, right? So the next crystal that I'm going to talk about is chrysocolla, which you guys already know, and it is a more feminine energy, and it is a water element. So it is a more chrysocolla. People think of chrysocolla as like a goddess stone, like it's a very goddess type energy. Now, when you have malachite and chrysocolla together, then you have that perfect balance, right? It's a very beautiful, powerful energy. And I know when I hold this stone, which is a fairly large tumbled stone, I mean, it's not teeny, it's wonderful, and I can feel the physical vibrations of the stone. It's so balanced. I guess that's the word I want to use, is it's so balanced and beautiful, and it's so powerful. Chrysocolla has a more gentle energy than malachite, but not, it's a gentle power is what it is. Just like you look at a goddess, excuse me, I suppose it depends on the goddess, but when you think of the word goddess, you think of a more gentle but very powerful energy, right? And that's what this has. It also has that energy of expression through gentleness. So to be able to express yourself more in a place of love, it is very connected to the throat chakra. You may notice that I'm coughing a little bit more, even holding it, because it is beginning to clear my throat chakra as I'm holding it. So it helps you to express your wisdom. It helps you to express what you really truly believe, and your truths from your heart space, because you do want to express from your heart and what you really truly believe and are connected to, and not just, spitting out words. You want to connect to what is really true and your own wisdom. So it also links the heart and the throat with the root chakra to form a really, how do I say it, strong life force energy. So it really activates this life force energy through you and opens up this space so that you can be more grounded while you're also in your heart space and you're able to express your truth. So think about the energy of, well, I guess one thing that I want to mention before I move on actually is it also helps with channeling loving energy from the heart space, which I've kind of already said, but I want to make sure that I'm really clear in that it's just like this energy will flow easily from your heart space through your throat. So when you combine chrysocolla and malachite and have malacholla, as they call it, it combines all of these things together. You feel protected, you feel safe, you feel able to express yourself and who you really truly are. You feel able to share your wisdom in a gentle yet powerful way. You can feel more deeply connected to your truth, and you can, stand in that truth more grounded in a more grounded energy. So that's actually like 3 crystals, because we talked about malachite, we talked about chrysocolla, and we talked about malacholla. So, in a way, we're actually talking about 7 different crystals here. So the next one that I want to talk about is Kamboja Jasper. So Kamboja Jasper, it is an interesting stone, I will say that. So they talk about kambaba being, a peaceful energy. It's gentle and loving, and excuse me, I find it to be a pretty powerful energy, and actually one that does some massive clearing in the heart space. And I have found it important to make sure that there's a balance in when I choose to use the stone. Now, I do have a palm stone of this one. Palm stones are actually one of my preferred methods of having crystals, because or forms of crystals, I guess, because I can just hold them in the palm of my hand, and it's a pretty chunky stone, and I can just wrap my fingers around it, and it feels amazing. So Kamboja Jasper is one that restores this balance to your entire body. And when it does this, when you're working with the Kamboja Jasper, I feel this energy flow through all of my chakras, but it clears a lot in the heart space, and you feel the energy kind of come up through your hand, up your arm, and into your heart, and you can begin to feel this clearing. This clearing happening actually can clear the channels within your giving and receiving as well. So in the palms of your hands, you can actually feel that energy opening up. It's supposed to help you to focus and relax. And so for some people, you may find it a more peaceful, gentle energy. And for some, you're going to find it a more forceful, powerful type of energy. And it can help to clear blocks in the heart. I do want to be clear, like if you have like some really massive blocks in your heart, then you may feel those blocks kind of melting away when you work with Kamboja Jasper. And to me, that's an extremely powerful feeling. And it can be really uncomfortable, to be honest. If you have a block in your heart and it begins to dissolve, like it can feel like this kind of crackling energy in your heart. It's kind of hard to explain, but almost like your heart's being cracked open. So for me, I find it important to be aware of when I'm going to work with Kamboja Jasper. I'm not going to just be like grabbing it willy-nilly and carrying it with me for the day. Kamboja Jasper for me is more of a sit and meditate with its stone, being prepared for the force of energy that's going to come in. Now, if you do work with it often, then you may not feel the energy as intensely, I guess. And like I said before, like everybody feels energy different. So you may not feel the force of power that I feel. It may be more gentle energy for you. It does help to open to receive love. Now, I said that you may feel it within the palms of your hands, and that opening for giving and receiving, and being able to receive, that goes with being able to receive love as well. And it can help with healing a broken heart. So it is, in my opinion and my experience, a very, very powerful crystal that is, I'm not really sure how much they cost. I think it's relatively inexpensive, not terribly expensive. Like the next one I'm going to show you is quite a bit more money. But I think that they're pretty easy to find. Like I said, I prefer the palm stones. They are my favorite because I can hold it. And this is one that I do prefer to use for meditation, like I said. So the last crystal that I want to talk about is the most powerful energetically, like in that sense of that force of power, and one that you really want to be aware of before you begin to work with it. Not everybody is going to be ready to work with it. I'll tell you guys right now, this Kamboja Jasper is kind of making me a little, I haven't meditated with it in a little while, and it's doing its job. It's doing some work on me right now. So I guess I know what I'm going to be doing this evening. So the last crystal that I want to talk about is moldavite. Now, I only have moldavite in this ring. And I picked up moldavite a little over 2 years ago. And this crystal basically is the stone of transformation. And it is a rush of power. Now, I got this when I was in London, and I remember picking it up in the store, and I remember it being so strong that I questioned whether I was ready for it. And it was heady. I don't know how to explain it. It was almost, I got dizzy. I felt very unfocused and very ungrounded. But yeah, I think it was so intense that I actually had to take it off of my body. I put it in my bag, and I left it until, because we were, walking all over London. I needed to be grounded. I needed to be present. I needed to be able to, be there and not deal with this intense energy. So I ended up putting it on later that day when I was able to just be and rest and whatever and feel the energy of it. And it did calm down within probably within like by the next morning, I was fine. It wasn't affecting me so physically in my body. But what it was doing is it was changing my entire life. It started this work of transformation within me, clearing out energy through all of my chakras. And that's what it does. It works on all of the chakras, clearing blocks, clearing traumas, bringing traumas up. It's a massive energy. It is a storm energy. It is a massive transformation. It can change everything in your life. You may get the stone, you wear it, and you feel like, whoo, you feel the energy of it, or maybe you don't. You may not think too much of it, and you look back a year later, a few months later, 2 years later, whenever it may be, and you say, oh my goodness, my entire life completely changed. So I can look back and see almost month by month how much transformation this brought to my life. So when you work with moldavite, you just want to be aware that this is going to bring you more into alignment with who you really truly are, where you want to be, because that's what it does. It clears everything out, and it's not always an easy journey. You want to be prepared for, working through these things. I know the light is getting a little bit weird. The sun just kind of went over the building next to mine. So we're just going to deal with it. It's okay. It's just sun. So it is definitely a force of power, and you've got to be ready for it. But it is an amazing, amazing crystal, and it really does clear out a lot of energy in the heart space, but within all of you, within all of your body. And it's not that it's just like you put it on and the next week you're just clearing stuff out. No, this is, I don't know if long term is the right words to use, but it is something that continues to work on you, continues to bring this transformation. And then one day you may find, oh, I can't work with this anymore. It has done its job. And because mine is a ring, I wore it on my body for 2 years. And when it had done its work that it meant to do and got me to where I was meant to be, then it was like I almost couldn't wear it anymore. Like it felt wrong to wear it anymore. So I had to take it off for a while. And so, yeah, it's just one of those, it does its thing and then it's finished and you can say, okay, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. And that transformation was kind of a lot, but I'm glad to be where I am. And you can set it aside. And maybe you're going to gift it to someone else. Maybe there's going to be a time when you're meant to work with it again. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. But moldavite is an incredible, incredible energy. But when it comes to feeling the crystals physically or within your body in a more physical way, like definitely feeling a change in you. For me, it wasn't necessarily so much the buzz. Like a lot of crystals, I feel the buzz of energy from it. For this was more of a like entire body experience, like feeling it through my entire body. So I do believe that everybody, like there's a specific one, just like with any other crystals, you need to listen to your intuition or which one is for you and all of that. So I wanted to do a quick little meditation in this video before I finish it up so that you can connect with the energy of rose quartz. We're going to actually bring in the energy of rose quartz because I think that it is the one that pretty much everyone, can work with that would benefit from working with rose quartz. So I'm going to have you get into a comfortable position and you can close your eyes. And I want you to begin to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth or in a way that's better for you. Just continue to take these deep breaths. Allow yourself to really be fully present in this moment, letting go of anything and everything else that's going on in the world. And there is a beautiful guide that is coming forward, and she is holding the energy of rose quartz in front of you. She's stepping forward in the deepest of love for your highest and best good and the highest of integrity. Her love is immense. And she is a guide who works with me with crystal energy. And she is bringing forward the essence of rose quartz. And she is going to begin to place this energy of rose quartz within your heart space. And as it enters your heart is going to begin to open. And you may notice or feel or sense the energy of your heart as it begins to change. You may notice that it's spinning faster and opening wider. You may begin to feel the clearing energy. You may begin to feel emotions rising within you. You may begin to feel peace and love and gentleness. You may feel as your worries and your fears fall away. And this energy is just integrating into your heart. You can just allow yourself to feel it. And this guide, as I thank her, she just kind of bows and steps back. And this energy of rose quartz is just going to help you to feel this deeper connection to love within you, to feel more self-love and to feel more aligned in your heart space, more deeply connected to your heart and to the love of the universe and all that is. You can take a breath, allow yourself to be fully grounded, fully present. You can ground the energy deep into the earth, growing these golden roots out of your feet, down into the center of the earth. So you feel this beautiful, loving vibration begin to flow through you as the rose quartz begins to integrate through your entire body. When you are ready, you can come back and you can open your eyes. I would love to hear about your experience, if you felt the rose quartz coming in, whether you felt it or not. Trust in that you did, as long as you opened to it. You know, it's kind of like once you sat down and you held that intention that it was happening for you, you gave permission for the experience. So as long as you did that, then you have received some of that beautiful energy of rose quartz. Now, I do work with crystal energy in my sessions, oftentimes when I work with people one-on-one or in group programs as well. It is just one of the tools that I work with. The essence, you don't have to have the physical crystal. You can work with the essence of the crystal, calling it in, just the energy, and having a guide or just the crystal energy itself just coming in to assist you and to help you to heal or clear blocks or to open your heart or, whatever you're using it for. I do have one-on-one sessions. I also do group programs, and I have lots of opportunities for working with me, and you can work with me to learn about working with crystals. Sorry, I have a dog scratching at the door and she won't stop. I'm almost done. I can read Akashic records. I can connect you with spirit guides, with ancestors, with gods, goddesses. I help you to open your abilities. I help you to connect with the purpose. I help you to align with your truths and who you really truly are. I can help you to connect with your galactic or star family. I can help you to connect with the amazing dragons and unicorns and fairies and different elementals that are here to guide you on this path, to help you to remember the magic that is you, because you are an incredible, amazing, magnificent being, and you are full of magic. And this magic is ready to be brought forward so that you can live your most aligned and joyful life on earth and make the greatest impact that you can possibly make here by being your authentic self. Because when you're at your authentic self, then you impact the entire world through the collective, because you are a part of the collective. So if you feel that call to work with me, there is a link below to my website. You are welcome to reach out to me, message me. There is a form on my website where you can contact me as well. You can find me on social media, Lalantia Makana, on Facebook, on Instagram. And you also can sign up for my newsletter, which the link is also below. And there is a quiz. Once you sign up, you get a quiz that you can find out which magical being you would most benefit from working with. So, you know, there's unicorns, mermaids, fairies, dragons, gnomes. I can't even remember everything that's on the list. When you go through the quiz, it's just going to be a few things that can help you to see where you are right now, what you're working through right now, which magical guide would be most beneficial to work with. In addition, you will get a meditation so that you can connect with that energy. You will also get another meditation because I happen to create one that I just decided to add to it that is with Sophia, and it is a very, very powerful experience with Sophia and really connecting in a really powerful way. So just sign up for my newsletter. You will get all of those immediately upon signing up. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. And I am looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Make sure that you subscribe if you enjoyed this and you want to see more. You can click the notification bell so you get notified when I do new videos. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, question, whatever, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.